This faithful old girl, she's been neglected for many years. She definitely looks like it. But I figured it's time to start putting a little money into her, a little bit of work, getting her freshened up, and eventually probably do a full restoration on it. But that'll be many years in the making. But for the time being, I wanted to at least get a few things done that it's needed for a long time, like air filters and stuff like that. So yesterday I spent over $300 on it, with between the air filters, hydraulic oil, a couple other things, some plumbing fittings, just to try to get her going good again. Just to show you how neglected this was, I got a new fuel cap for it. This was the fuel cap for several years. We lost the old one, and that just happened to fit perfectly on there, but I figured it's time for a real one so I can actually fill it up all the way without it spilling out. Put in new inner and outer air filters. Those were kind of expensive. The old ones were awful. I mean, I'm sure that wasn't restrictive at all. And I'm sure that was filtering real well, which, not like the air filtration really mattered too much, because that was the hose that went right there, which, you know, that piece there, that was real good for air filtration. I honestly don't know where that piece went. I probably inhaled it when it most likely went into the intake and got burned off in one of the cylinders, but it's fine. This little hose here, just a stupid little molded piece of rubber, they wanted like $160 for it. And the reason it's all shredded was from, you know, having to take it apart and shoot ether down there, because this thing doesn't start without it, even on warm days. Once it's started, it's fine, but, you know, cold start, even on a 90-degree day, you still got to give her a little snort, which that's probably because the valves haven't been adjusted in at least 20 years. So we'll see how that goes when I do go ahead and do a valve adjustment. So I just took a piece of radiator hose that happened to have about the perfect bend in it, cut it down, and there we go. So now we're getting 100% filtered air, unlike that. And while I was messing around with the intake stuff here, there used to be this little guy attached right here. And what this is it's just, it's like a filter minder. It's supposed to turn a little light on the dash when it starts sensing restriction. It's useless to me. I mean, just looking at it, it probably didn't work anyway. But even if it did work, the wiring to it is shredded, and you know, I just tucked it up in here for now. And also, I'm pretty sure the light on the dash is burned out, so there's no reason for me to hook it up whatsoever. And since she needs a little snort to get her going, I figured I'd just get some plumbing fittings, and I'll just keep a little wrench on here just to snug that up a little bit. So this is going to be my new ether injection port. So we're going to see how that works here in a minute. So just do a quick walk around here before we get her fired up. And I mean, that right there is probably why it took $100 worth of hydraulic oil. It leaks just a little bit. I mean, it's not that bad. You know, we're just giving back to the environment. We take the oil from it, just giving some back. Tires are in beautiful shape. Those are like brand new. Let's go ahead and get her fired up here. Yep, definitely need this stuff. She never needed much, just a quick little huff was normally all it needed. Oh, she almost went. Oh yeah, Greta is happy right now.
We will never forgive you.
Oh, that's good on the can of ether. Ugh. Oh yeah. She's faithful. Gotta love her. Sure likes to smoke though.
This is all wrong.
So if you want to see some more of this old tractor here and things I do to it, let me know down in the comments. Probably make a video when I do the valve adjustment, but if you want to see the whole saga of the restoration, I might do that if people show some interest.